In the quiet town of Perris, California, there was a house. On the outside, it appeared like any other. A suburban home on a tree-lined street, surrounded by the hum of normal, everyday life. But inside, something was wrong. Something no one could see. No one could even imagine. The Turpin family was just like any other. David, the father, a computer engineer, and Louise, his wife, a homemaker. They had 13 children, boys and girls, living under one roof. They smiled for family photos. They went on trips. They looked perfect. But no one knew the nightmare that was brewing inside that house. It would take a single act of courage to expose the unimaginable truth that no one could have prepared for. On one cold night in 2018, 17-year-old Jordan Turpin would break free, and the truth of what happened behind those walls would start to unravel. But even as Jordan ran, her story was just the beginning, and the questions remained. What had been happening in that house? What was she running from?
Is this 911? Do you have an emergency?
I just want to leave from home because I live with a family of 15, okay? Can you hear me? And we have abusing Perris. Did you hear that?
Okay, how did they abuse you?
Okay. They hit us, they throw across the room. They pull our hair, they yank out our hair. I have my two little sisters right now are chained up.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 17.
What's your name?
Jordan Turpin.
What's your address?
Okay, you gotta give me a minute. It's gonna take a while. I've never been out. I don't go out much, so I don't know anything about the streets or anything.
Does anybody at the house take any kind of medication?
Oh, I don't know what medication is.
When the police arrived, they had no idea what awaited them. They knocked on the door, but what they discovered inside would shock them to their core. The house smelled of something unimaginable, decaying garbage, human waste, and the stench of something worse. Inside, there were signs of neglect, signs of abuse, but nothing could have prepared those officers for what they found in those rooms. Children, frail, malnourished, and chained to beds. But how had this gone unnoticed for so long? The children were not what they appeared to be. Some looked younger than their years, their bodies weak and broken. Bruises, sores, evidence of a life lived in silence and pain. But there was one thing that stood out more than anything. Some of these children were not children at all. They were adults who looked like children because for years they had been starved, chained, and tortured. But how did this happen? How did the Turpins hide this so well for so many years? How did a couple, seemingly like any other, become the perpetrators of such monstrous acts? And the most chilling question of all, how many people had looked the other way? Outwardly, David and Louise appeared to be a typical American family. They took trips, they posted happy pictures online, they even shared their love for Disney with the world. Yet, behind this picture-perfect facade, the truth was hidden in the darkest corners of their home. Jordan's escape would set everything in motion. But what would it take to bring the Turpins to justice? The evidence was shocking. The story of their cruelty unspeakable. And for the children who survived, the road to healing would be long and uncertain. But as the world began to learn the truth, questions remained unanswered. What was really going on behind closed doors? And how could no one know until it was too late? Thank you for joining us tonight on Into the Unknown, Unsolved Mysteries and True Crime. If you found this story as shocking as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an episode. And if you know of any unsolved mysteries or true crime cases that need to be heard, let us know in the comments below. We might just cover your story next. Stay vigilant, and stay curious. Thanks for watching.